Yes, good morning, children. Once again, welcome back. In the previous video, we completed active passive, the grammar topic. Now, we are going to discuss another very important topic of English grammar, that is direct indirect speech. Before we go into the details, let me ask you a question. When you look at the lessons, when you go through the lessons, or when you start reading the lessons, you find many of the sentences given in inverted commas like this. Many of the sentences given in inverted commas, they are also called quotation marks. And generally, once the lesson is completed, the teacher will ask you to write the answers for the given questions at the end. When we start writing the answers, we do not use any inverted commas or quotation marks. We write the answers like this, without any inverted commas. Why is it like that? It is generally a rule followed in English, where most of the lessons are generally in the form of conversations or dialogues between the characters there. Whereas the answers we have to write in reported speech, means the lesson will be in direct speech. We write the answers for the given questions at the end of the lesson in indirect speech. Indirect speech is also known as reported speech. So, what is the meaning of direct speech and indirect speech? Let us see now. A speaker's words can be reported in two ways. Suppose there is a speaker. Any teacher or one of your friends or your father or your brother or your sister speaking to somebody. Though that speaker's words can be reported, means can be said in two ways. The first one is by quoting the actual words used using inverted commas. By quoting means whatever words are spoken by that particular speaker or any person, as they are the same words used by the speaker, we report using inverted commas or quotation marks. This is called direct speech. This is called direct speech. Means we are directly relaying the same words spoken by the speaker. What are they? Ravi said, I am ill. But I am ill, in this I am ill, or in the sentence which is there inside the quotation marks, I is not I actually. This I is Ravi, because he spoke those words. You understand? Ravi said, I am ill. Because there are inverted commas or quotation marks, we can immediately identify that it is in direct speech. This is one way of conveying a speaker's words to somebody else. You heard these words. Ravi said, I am ill. That means you heard Ravi is saying to somebody. Those words as they are, you are using to tell somebody. Ravi said, I am ill. But the same words of the speaker can be conveyed, that message can be conveyed in our own words without any change in the actual words spoken. In the meaning of the words, there will be no change in the meaning of the message or words conveyed or spoken by the speaker. Only thing is, we are conveying the message there in our own words. In what way? Ravi said that he was ill. What are the changes there? Why should we report like that? Because we are not using the direct words spoken by the speaker. We are just conveying or reporting the words spoken by the speaker Ravi here. You understand? Ravi said, I am ill. These are the words spoken by Ravi. But I do not want to use the same words spoken by Ravi, the speaker. So I just convey the meaning of his words in my own words. Ravi said that he was ill. This is called indirect speech or reported speech. This is called indirect speech or reported speech. It is indirectly said, not direct words used by the speaker I am using here. These are the words indirectly conveyed. I am reporting in an indirect manner. Okay, this is how I convey Ravi's words in my own words. So let us see what are the changes that we have made while reporting a speaker's words from direct speech to indirect speech. What are the changes you have observed? The first change is inverted commas are removed. Here there are inverted commas, but in indirect speech there are no inverted commas. First change. And exactly where the inverted commas are removed, we have used a linker that, a linking word. Linker means a linking word that is also called reporting word here. The word that is used to report the speaker's words in indirect speech. Ravi said that, see, I is a first personal pronoun. He is changed into third personal pronoun. I first person singular, he third person singular. Why should we change he, I to he? Because these words are spoken by Ravi. Ravi is third person singular number. So that I first personal pronoun I is changed to third personal pronoun he. Yam is a present form of the verb, and the present form of the verb should be written there in past form. Because he is third person singular number, instead of yam we write was. And ill we write as it is. So these are the changes we observed. Inverted commas are removed. First personal pronoun I is changed into third personal pronoun he. Present tense form of yam, present form of the verb yam is changed to its corresponding past form of the verb was. These are the changes we observed. Okay? You understand? These are the changes. So, any sentence, we have discussed 5 types of sentences: assertive or declarative, imperative, interrogative, exclamatory, optative sentences. 5 types of sentences we discussed. All these 5 types of sentences can be converted into reported speech or indirect speech. How? Let us start discussing. First we shall see assertive or declarative sentences. Okay? See some more sentences. When assertive and declarative sentences, the first type of sentence that we discussed already, and I told you how to identify assertive or declarative sentences. They begin with a subject, means either noun or a pronoun. When such sentences are changed into reported speech, how they are changed, let us see this. I am feeling tired, my mother said. So, the words in the inverted commas or quotation marks are spoken by my mother. So, you begin the sentence like this: my mother said that. This is present continuous, I am feeling. So, we should write in past continuous. My mother said that she was feeling tired. So, present simple changes to past simple in reported speech. Present continuous is changed into past continuous tense. Present perfect is changed into past perfect tense. Let us see the next sentence. My father said, I have lost my bike keys. This is in present perfect tense. You can see that there. I have lost my bike keys. This is in present perfect tense. So, present perfect changes into past perfect. Had plus V3. You can see. My father said that. I becomes he, because these are the words spoken by my father. So, my father said that he had lost his bike keys. My becomes his, because my father spoke those words. My father said that he had lost his bike keys. So when it is said, we are writing said that. For example, it is given like this: she said to him. So whatever words are spoken or said by a particular person, we wrote like this: my mother said that, my father said that. But it is given here, she said to whom? She said to whom? That means who is the speaker and who is she speaking to also is written there. She said to him, means she said these words to him. What did she say? I will return your book tomorrow. So when it is given like that, when the speaker is speaking to whom it is given, we use generally said to, which is changed to told in reported speech. Said to becomes told in reported speech. So she told him that, I becomes she, will becomes would, return. Your book means whose book it is? His book. So we write his book. Tomorrow becomes the next day. Tomorrow you should not write as it is in indirect speech. Tomorrow becomes the next day, or the following day, or the day after. Why and why, what kind of words are to be changed there, like that from direct to indirect speech, we will be discussing in the form of a table in the coming time, in the next few minutes. First, let us see what exactly is given there. When it is given, just said, my father said, I have lost my bike keys. It is just written, my father said that. But when it is given, she said to him, said to is converted or changed to told. She told him that she would return his book the next day. Let us see some more sentences. Yes. Let us see some more sentences. I said to her, I want your notes. Here also you can see, I means I am the speaker, so I remains as it is in reported speech also. I only am speaking those words. I said to her, I want your notes. So said to becomes told. As I told you earlier, said to becomes told her that I remains as it is because I am the speaker there. I want, past form wanted. Your notes means to whom I am speaking there? She. So her notes we write. So sometimes like this also it will be given there. I always does not change. When the subject is, the speaker is I, when it is I there inside the quotation marks, then we should write the I the same way. Whereas you see here, Mohan said, I cannot ride a bike. But Mohan is a third person singular number, so I you cannot write as it is I, you have to change it to he, because Mohan is the third person singular number for us. Mohan said that, because the said to is not there, said only is there, so we write said that. I becomes he, can becomes could. He could not ride a bike. Mohan said that he could not ride a bike. Mother said to father, we shall buy a car. So here said to is given. So mother told father that they should buy a car. We becomes they, shall becomes should. Said to becomes told. Mother told father that they should buy a car. See how the assertive sentences are changed into reported speech. Assertive sentences are identified with because they begin by the words at the beginning of the sentence. Generally, the assertive sentences or declarative sentences begin with a subject, means either a noun or a pronoun, as you can see here. And in such sentences, we use that as the reporting word or the linking word, and we make the changes like that. Okay? Now let us see imperative sentences. How imperative sentences are changed into. Now imperative sentences. How to change imperative sentences into reported speech? First, how to identify imperative sentences. While discussing the types of sentences, I told you very clearly imperative sentences can be identified easily because they begin with verbs. Whereas assertive or declarative sentences begin with nouns or pronouns, imperative sentences generally begin with verbs. And imperative sentences convey orders, or requests, or suggestions, or advice. So the sentences which make requests, the sentences which make orders or commands, or the sentences which give advice or suggestion, all these sentences command are imperative sentences. When we change imperative sentences into reported speech or indirect speech, it is done like this. See, the man said to me, shut the window. This is not an assertive sentence. It begins with a verb here. It is an imperative sentence. It's an order. So you can write the man either told me or ordered me. Anything you can write. It all depends on the person who spoke there. So you can write the man told me, or you can write the man ordered me. Anything you can write. To shut the window. So instead of that we used as reporting word when we converted assertive or declarative sentence into reported speech. In imperative sentences we use TO2, infinitive to, as the reporting word. So different types of sentences, when they are changed into reported speech or indirect speech, they take different linkers or linking words, which are also called reporting words. The teacher said to the students, submit your projects immediately. This is an order. Submit is a verb. You can see it's an assertive, imperative sentence only. The teacher ordered the students. See how the sentence is written in indirect speech. The teacher said to the students, submit your projects immediately. The teacher ordered the student to submit their projects. Why? Your projects means she is speaking to the students. That becomes their projects. You understand? That's how the words change there. Otherwise, the remaining things remain the same. To submit their projects immediately. The doctor said to my father, exercise daily. This is an advice. The doctor advised my father. That's why, because it's an advice, we write in reported speech instead of writing told or ordered. Here, because in advice, we can write the doctor advised my father to exercise daily. Exercise is used as a verb here, not a noun. Exercise daily means to take exercise daily, to do exercise daily. So, the doctor advised my father to exercise daily. You know, now how you have to change imperative sentences into reported speech or indirect speech? It's like this. Yes. Let us see some more sentences now. Don't go late to school. See, it begins with don't. It is a verb. So, my father said, means my father advised me, you can write. My father told me, you can write. To not go late to school. Don't becomes a to not. Or you can write not to also. Both are correct. To not or not to. Anything you can choose. My father advised me not to go late to school. Or my father told me or advised me to not go late to school. Because it is verb, it is an imperative sentence and advice. So we write TO2 as the reporting word. Mother said to the gardener, water the plants regularly. This is an order. Mother told the gardener or mother ordered the gardener to water the plants regularly. You understand? Please pardon me, the prisoner said to the judge. When the word please is used, the same word you cannot write in reported speech. You should not repeat the word please in reported speech. So that should be written there. The prisoner requested or pleaded with. Both are acceptable. The prisoner requested or the prisoner pleaded with the judge to pardon him, to forgive him. Pardon means to forgive. Generally, this happens there in a court of law. The prisoner always said that I am not wrong, I have committed a mistake, so please pardon me, please forgive me, like that. So it's a request. The prisoner requested or pleaded with the judge to pardon him. Okay? With this imperative sentences, how to change imperative sentences into reported speech, we discussed. Now we are going to discuss how to convert interrogative sentences into reported speech. Now, in the interrogative sentences, there are two types. I told you already. One is yes or no type questions. The other one is WH questions. Let us see how yes or no questions are changed or converted into indirect speech or reported speech. And we identify yes or no questions because they begin with helping verbs or auxiliary verbs or modal verbs. See, look at this sentence. Are you the manager? It's a yes or no question because such questions are answered with a yes or no. The man said to her. This is a yes or no question. So the man, because question is asked, not told. When said to is used there in assertive sentences, we change said to into told. The same thing in interrogative sentences we should write asked because question is asked, answer is told. You understand? Question is always asked, answer is always told. That's the reason why we have tried the man asked her. When we change in yes or no questions into reported speech, we have to use if or whether as the reporting word. Only one of them, either if or whether. That's why I kept a slash in between them. So when we report questions, that means when we convert questions into reported speech, we have to first change the subject. Then we write the past form of the verb. Because questions begins with verbs, but we write in reported speech. When we write them in reported speech, we should write the subject only first. So we wrote she because the man asked the question to her. So she, our past form is were, but she is singular, so we write was. If or whether she was the manager. See how it is written like that. Second sentence you see, my teacher asked, have you ever visited the Taj Mahal? So my teacher, this is present perfect tense, yes or no question. My teacher asked, if or whether, you means first you have to change subject to you because my teacher asked, so we write I in the place of you. I have past form is had. I had ever visited the Taj Mahal. In the same way, he said to me, is your father at home? He asked me if or whether. Your father means my father. First we have to write the subject, then change is into its past form was after that. Don't write he asked me whether was my father at home. It's not correct. Whether my father was at home. Whenever you report questions, you should remember this. Whether it's yes or no question or WH type question, first we have to change the subject, then the past form of the verb we have to write in reported speech. Okay, let us see some more sentences. Can you speak English? Let us see some more sentences in this model. This is a modal verb. This is called a modal verb. It's a yes or no question. So the interviewer asked her. The interviewer asked her if or whether. First change the subject. You. Who is that you there? She. Because the interviewer asking the question to her. Then past form of can we should write. Could. Whether she could speak English. If or whether she could speak English. See, the interviewer asked her if or whether. Any one thing you can write there. She could speak. Not could she speak. Whether first subject then the verb. She could speak English. Are you ready to go out with me? Let us look at the next sentence. He said to her. What did he say to her? Are you ready to go out with me? So he asked her if. You becomes she because he asked her. Are becomes was because it is singular number third person. She was ready to go out with me. Me becomes him because he asked this question. Okay. So he asked her if she was ready to go out with him. Next sentence. Do you play games? This is also a verb which begins with it's also modal verb. Do you play games? My neighbor asked. My neighbor asked whether or if. Because my neighbor asked. First subject. Played, past form is played. I played games. This is how we change yes or no questions into indirect speech or reported speech by using if or whether. Okay, so let us see now how to convert WH questions into reported speech. With that, will be completing this topic. Yes. Now, interrogative sentences second type, that is WH questions. How to change WH questions into indirect speech or reported speech, that's what we are going to discuss now. First sentence, let's see, this is a general question. What are you doing? Generally in a classroom, it happens that a particular girl or a boy is doing something. The teacher immediately asks a question there. What are you doing there? That is given there. So here, when you change WH questions into reported speech, the WH question word itself acts as the reporting word. There is no other specific reporting word like if or whether. You cannot use if or whether in WH questions. You can use if or whether only when you change yes or no questions into indirect speech. Not here. Okay, that WH question word itself acts as the reporting word there. What? First change the subject here also, because it's also interrogative. You is her, so she. R becomes was, what she was doing. What are you doing? This is a question asked by the teacher to her. So the teacher asked her, what? That itself acts as the reporting word. Subject is you becomes she because she asked her. R becomes was because it is singular number third person. What she was doing. Don't write what was she doing. It's not correct. Which game do you like most? The PT sir asked. The PT sir asked me which game. See, which game, as it is we wrote there. There is no other linking word there. You means I, because he asked me. Like, past form liked. Which game I liked most? When will you return from the city? Look at this, beginning with when. Future simple tense. She asked him when. First change the subject. You, he. Will, would. When he would return from the city. Pause. Look at the next sentence. How did you solve this sum? So then earlier we were changing present tense forms into their corresponding past tense forms when we changed that into reported speech. But in the direct speech sentence itself there is a past simple form here. How did you solve this problem? So that is a past simple. So in direct speech, if the sentence is in past simple, in indirect speech or reported speech, we should write that in the form of past perfect tense. Look at that. My teacher asked how you means I because she asked me. Did solve is past form, should be changed into past perfect, means had plus V3. That is a, see, tense form is applicable, tenses are applied in every grammar topic. So unless you identify the tense, you can never write the correct answers for any kind of sentence. The teacher asked how I had solved, this becomes that. I had solved that sum. Where did you go last night? This is also past simple. You see, did go. So her mother asked where, she, subject is you becomes she, did go becomes had gone because it is in past tense, must be changed into past perfect tense. Last night becomes the previous night, or the night before also you can write. My father asked, who teaches you English? My father asked, who taught me English? Who teaches his past form is taught, you becomes me because he is speaking to me. My father asked, who taught me English? Okay children, with this we come to the end of 4 types of sentences, rather 3 types of sentences, how to convert them into reported speech. There are 2 more types of sentences left over. One is exclamatory sentences, the other one is optative sentences. How to convert them into reported speech we will be discussing in the next video. Thank you.